Hi everyone, welcome to the Psychology Decoded channel. One of the biggest challenges when meeting new people is dealing with those awkward silences. It's such an uncomfortable experience that it can even discourage you from socializing altogether. Fortunately, there's a way to get past this. In today's video, we're going to explore how using techniques like filtering, threading, and the pratfall effect can completely change the way you interact, making you more approachable and easy to talk to. Stick around until the end to learn all about it. Let's dive right in. First off, why do these awkward moments happen? When you feel like you've run out of things to say, it's not that you've hit a blank. What really happens is that your internal filter, the one that judges whether what you're about to say is interesting or appropriate, has shut down the conversation. This is a common habit. Filtering involves holding back what comes to mind because you're worried it won't sound cool, smart, or impressive enough. But this habit can really get in the way of improving your communication skills. So how do we fix it? The solution is actually simple, but it takes practice. You need to work on getting rid of this filter and allowing yourself to speak freely. No more asking yourself, will I sound good if I say this? Just say it. A good way to start practicing is by talking to people you're somewhat familiar with, those who aren't complete strangers. It's really freeing to realize you can say whatever is on your mind, and it's perfectly fine. Of course, as long as you steer clear of anything extremely inappropriate, you'll be all right. People aren't focused on judging your words because they're too preoccupied with their own thoughts and filters. Now let's talk about the second technique, threading. Threading is essentially expanding the conversation by pulling different threads from it. For instance, if someone says, I went to London last year for a 6-month internship, you could ask them about their experience in London, which company they worked for, what field they're in, or you could even share something about your own travel experiences, like saying, I went to London last year too, or I'd love to visit London someday. I love to travel. By following these threads, you can take the conversation in several directions. You could keep talking about London, dive into a discussion about their company, their job, or even bring up your own stories. This way, you'll always have something to talk about, and the conversation could go on for a long time. You could stop the video here if you like, as these two techniques, removing your filter and threading, will make a huge difference in how you connect with people. But as a bonus, here's a third tip, the pratfall effect. This concept suggests that people actually like you more when they see you aren't perfect. When you make a small mistake, it makes you seem more relatable and human, which in turn makes you more likable. Someone who seems perfect can be intimidating, while someone who shows their flaws feels safer and easier to connect with. If you want to be more likable, don't be afraid to make a mistake now and then, or admit when you've made one. Just make sure you're in a context where it's appropriate, like with friends, and not in a situation where your boss might see it as unprofessional. When you drop the filter, you'll naturally say things without overthinking, and you'll probably mess up here and there. This is where the pratfall effect kicks in. People will warm up to you more because you're showing your human side, and when they feel more comfortable, they'll open up more, giving you more threads to follow in the conversation. The more threads you find, the deeper and richer your conversations become, and the more likable you'll seem. It's a positive cycle that makes it easier and easier to keep the conversation going. The main takeaway from this video is that you don't need to stay stuck in your head, worrying that the world will end if you say something a little off. It won't. Most people won't even notice because they're too busy worrying about their own thoughts and insecurities. So, talk about what you want to talk about. Crack a joke if it feels right. Don't try to appear perfect. No one is. And frankly, being perfect would be pretty boring. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to Psychology Decoded and click the notification bell for more insightful content. Thank you for watching.